Hello everyone, it's the Eradicator. In this video we'll be talking about the latest Star Citizen PTU patch. It's the P patch for Star Citizen 3.15 and let's get started with some of the features. Inventory polish patch here. Inventory polish patch. It is hard. It's kind of a tongue twister, eh? And they said that they made further improvements, including further pass for item grids, SU sizes for matey items. Now, I tried a little bit the latest patch, and unfortunately, it seems like the inventory system is very broken in this P patch, because when you press I, nothing is happening. You get to see nothing at all. I even tried to loot some items in some of the bunkers, and it just doesn't work. So I think that the devs are gonna be busy making this work here. That is definitely not a release candidate, this P patch. Healing, downstate, and medical polish pass. Here they've increased the time and distance threshold for placing actors into medical beds. Polish pass on medical guns, healing animation, UI, and interaction. Yes, it has worked indeed, because for some reason, I managed to get just in time into the medical bed of the Cutlass Red. I got injured in the bunker. I just had the time to get back into my Cutlass Red, and it worked. There was the time between which I was onto the bed, and then let me tell you what happened. The time that took place between the time I clicked on getting onto the bed and actually lying down on the bed allowed me to get healed. I was very briefly into incapacitated mode, and that allowed me to actually save myself and then get back into the bunker. So it kind of worked. I think that the footage that you get to see here actually speaks for itself. I was very surprised, actually. I thought that I would never have time, but then just on time I got to click on lie down on the bed, and normally, I mean, this would have been insta death, right, if this had been the previous a previous patch of Star Citizen, but not here. This automatically allowed me to get back on my feet once the medical bed did its magic, and that was much appreciated. Now, the next one is not working here. Quantum quality of life. They said that they made multiple fixes to help Quantum Drive engage more consistently. This should greatly help with issues related to aligning and spooling to a quantum target, such as it not triggering when fully spooled and hitting B. Unfortunately, as you can see on this footage here, this is again from the P patch, it is still not working. Daymar was just in front of me, and I hit B multiple times. It canceled the quantum spool. I had to start it all over again, and eventually had to use the map and set it as my destination, even though it was straight in front of me. It just didn't work, and CIG, you still have a lot of work to do when it comes to fixing the quantum drive, unfortunately. Now, next, also something that I have tried in this patch, the AI behavior spawn closet polish. Here they said that they have made improvements to help with unresponsive and teleporting AI UGF missions and other locations in the PU. The spawn closets in UGF missions now randomize which closets spawn friendly and hostile AI. This will also restrict each randomization to one faction, hostile and friendly, so that each closet armor cannot spawn opposite faction AI. I have tried this. I can confirm that this works. The closets only have one type of opponents. Indeed, the AI were working, I wouldn't say properly, but at least decently. It made for some fun interaction. It was a little bit dangerous, as you saw before. I had to go back into the Cutlass Red to get healed, so that is definitely a good sign. Now, I would say that there are still some issues with those missions, mainly friendly and hostile AI kind of like merging or going to the same spot without shooting each other, and I had to eventually try to shoot down a hostile AI, but for some reason, of course, I ended up hitting a friendly AI. I was not even shooting with my guns. I was actually using my fists because I was out of ammo. And even if you just accidentally punch a friendly AI, it's going to get you a crime stats too. CIG, you absolutely need to give some kind of threshold for friendly fire, or in this case, a friendly hit. I was not even shooting at the guy. I just accidentally punch him and it gets me a crime stat 2. That is not really immersive. Kind of like game breaking CIG. So you need to have some kind of tolerance when it comes to friendly fire, because otherwise, you know, when we get that crime stat 2, you know, this is the kind of crime stat that we can't pay in the fine terminal. So that's really, really annoying, and it's going to prevent me from any progress unless I go to Grimex, to Clasher, I mean, to do some prison or do SPK, right? But SPK is going to shoot me too. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the major bug fixes here. Eliminate all missions should now correctly update upon player arrival at UGF, and no, it did not. As you can see, the UI here did not tell me how many AIs left I had to kill. So that did not work so well, unfortunately. Prison escapees should no longer be sent to prison if they are in uncontrolled space. Backpacks should now persist correctly between patches and resets. Well, no, they definitely did not here, so that didn't work, unfortunately. A couple of other issues here that should have been fixed, but were not really fixed here. Players should now be able to correctly able to content drive to UGF security post missions. Yes, this one did work, so that's good to see. Panels on the Starlifter should now no longer use the Origin logo. That's great, but I would like the panels on the Forerunner to not use the Crusader logo. That would be fantastic too. Using Resurgia on an overdose player should no longer give you a crime stat as well. Anyway, guys, they also fixed 4 client crashes, 3 server crashes. That's all for the major bug fixes. Most of the bugs are still pretty much the same from previous patches. Seems like water in Horizon is green. I can confirm that too. You can see that in the footage as well. Multiple bartenders can be spawned at the same bar at various locations, which should have hindrance on performance issues. Medical beacon is still not paying players when they revive players. That's also very annoying. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys, what major improvements have you seen in this 3.15p patch? I would say that the AI seemed to be a little bit more responsive, and well, it also shows that it can be working when we have players with up to 50, you know, full servers, right? 50 players per server. So in this case, having a full server still let the AI work. I thought that this was quite encouraging, but again, it was a new server. The patch has just dropped. I suppose that in 1 or 2 hours it could have been different, right? Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you had answered this giveaway question in the comment section, you can win a Cutlass Red if you also subscribe to this channel. Also, Patreons and John Bennett members can have a Cutlass Black on Discord. That is brought by Dr. Frobin. Thank you, Dr. Frobin. Thank you, Eric On, also for your contribution on Patreon. This is the Eradicator. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Joint Membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.